At night, the sea cracks against the ship. Fear whispers, screams fall silent, hushed. Spews from our country, forgotten, bound to the stark edge of the earth. At night, what are there to do but seek English camp? Alone, frightened, nameless in this stinking hole of hell. Take me. Take me inside you, whoever you are. Take me my comfort, and we'll remember England together.
Hunger. It's funny, it doesn't start in the stomach, in the mind. The picture flirts in and out of the corner. Something that you've eaten long ago. Roast beef with salt, grated horseradish.
I don't know why you did it. Love, I suppose.
The giant canoe drifts into the sea, clouds billowing from upright walls. This is a dream that has lost its way, best
Was it necessary to cross 15,000 miles of ocean to erect another Tyburn?
I just think we'd make the convicts feel at home.
This land is under English law. The court found him guilty and sentenced him accordingly. There! A bull-dyed Corella.
But hanging?
Only the 3 who were found guilty of stealing from the colony's stores.
Who
And that
are?
over there on the eucalyptus is a flock of Cacatula gallerita, the sulphur-crested cockatoo.
Who
You've
are?
been made governor-in-chief of Paradise Birds, Arthur.
Who are the condemned men, Harry?
Thomas Badge, age 17, transported 7 years for stealing 1 year sheep.
17.
Does seem to prove the criminal tendencies, and ain't.
It proves nothing.
Jenny Freeman, age 25, transported 14 years for assault, and I say that a shallow dog.
I'm surprised she wasn't hanged in England.
Andy Bacon, Marine, and East Ringleader.
He pleaded it was wrong to put the convicts and the Marines on the same rations and that he could not work on so little food. He almost swayed us.
I do think that was an unfortunate decision.
Our governor-in-chief would say it is justice, and so it is. It is also justice to hang these men.
The sooner the better, I believe.
There is much excitement in the colony about the hangings. It's their theatre, Governor. You cannot change that. I would prefer them to see real plays, fine language, sentiment.
We will need a hangman.
Harry, you will have to organise the hanging, and eventually find someone who agrees to fill that hideous office.
Shot.
Shot? Shot, sir? Oh, look, we frightened a kangaroo.
was walking with you and that Hugh was in your riding habit. Oh, my dear woman, when shall I be able to hear from you? Major Ross ordered one of the corporals to flog with a rope Elizabeth Morden for being impertinent to Captain Campbell. Very much frightened as lightning broke near my tent. Several of the convicts have run away. If I'm not made First Lieutenant too, Harry!
I saw the light in your tent.
I was writing my journal. Is there any trouble?
No, I can't talk, you know? If I wrote a journal about my life, it would fill volumes. Volumes! My charge with the captain, his excellency now known as governor-in-chief, how to raise armies and build cities. I still call him plain Captain Bill. And he likes it for me. The one on earth before that round. My life in London. I'll fill a volume outside. Not what you call a good life. Sometimes, I look at the convicts and think, one of those could be you. Harry, bro. If you hadn't joined the Navy when you did, the other officers may look down at me now. But what if they found out I used to be an investor?
Harry! You should keep these things to yourself.
You're right, Ralph. I think the captain suspects, but he's a good man. And he's looking for different things in a man.
Like what?
Hard to say. He'd like to see something unusual. Ralph, I saw Wertenbaker last night.
You hanged him a month ago, Harry.
He had a rope around. He's come back.
It was a dream. Sometimes I think my dreams are real, but they're not.
You used to be on the ship calling for your Betsy Elisa.
Don't speak her name on this iniquitous shore.
Don't think he's going to try him again. I know it's because of Wertenbaker. I saw him as well as I see you. Duncan wants me, he said. In a down. At least your poker starts this last shindy, I said. At least it's strong and straight, he said. She likes that. I went for him. Baker's gone. He's gonna come back, Ralph. I know it. I didn't want to hang him, I didn't.
He did steal that food from the stores.
Duncan says she never feels anything. How do I know she didn't feel anything when she was with him? She thinks I needed to get rid of him, but I didn't, Ralph. You know, I saved her life. She was sensitive behind it, stealing 2 candlesticks. But I got a name for the transport list instead. But when I remind her of that, she says, I want no care. 18 years old, and she didn't catch us condoms. These women are sober before they're 10. The captain says we should treat them with kindness.
Kindness? How can you treat such women with kindness? Why does he think that?
Not all the others find it disgusting, Ralph. Haven't you ever been tempted?
Never. His Excellency never seems to notice me. Finds time for Davy Collins and Lieutenant Dawes.
That's because Captain Collins is going to write about the custom of the Indians, see? And Lieutenant Dawes is recording stars.
I could write about the Indians.
He did suggest the captain says we do something to educate the convict. Put a play or something. But Lieutenant Ted's just laughed.
A play? Who would act in a play?
The convicts, of course. He's thinking of talking to Lieutenant Johnson. I think Lieutenant Johnson was to study plants.
I read the tragedy of Lady Jane Grey on the ship. It's such a moving and uplifting play, but how could a whore play Lady Jane?
Some of the women are good women, Ralph. I made my duck years ago. Not well. Are you sure? Yeah. I mean, who wants to fuck a horse? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shock you, Ralph. I shocked you, haven't I? I'll go.
Is His Excellency serious about putting on a play?
But the captain decide something, Ralph.
If I went to him? No. It'd be better if you did. If you could tell His Excellency how much I like the theatre.
I didn't know that, Ralph. I'll tell him.
If he doesn't like Lady Jane, we could find something else. A comedy, perhaps.
I'll tell him, Ralph. I like you. It's good to talk. You don't think I killed him then, did you?
Who?
Wertenbaker.
Oh, no, Harry, you did not kill Wertenbaker.
Thank you, Ralph.
Harry, you won't forget to talk to His Excellency about the play.
looking for some women, Lieutenant. Here I am.
I'm looking for some women to play certain parts of the play.
Oh, I can play, Lieutenant. I can play with any part you like. There ain't nothing that puts old Meg off. That's how I got my name, Shitty Meg.
The play has 4 particular parts for young women.
Oh, you don't want young women for your peculiar lieutenant. They don't know nothing. Shut your eyes and I'll play you as tight as a virgin.
You don't understand, Long. Here's the play. It's called The Recruiting Officer.
Oh, recruiting. I can do that too.
What?
Anyone you like. You want women? You ask old Meg. Who do you want?
I want to try some out.
Good idea, Lieutenant. Good idea.
Now, if you don't mind. Long!
We thought you was a magical.
What?
You know, a molly, a fluter, a prissy cove, a girl. You haven't no she-lag on the ship, nor neither. On the ship, maybe you was seasick, but all these months here and now here, you want a lot of women all at once. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Lieutenant, I am. You let me know when you want old Meg, old shitty Meg.
Ah, Mr. Clark. I'm calling you Mr. Clark, as one calls Mr. Garrick. Mr. Garrick, we've not had the pleasure of meeting before.
I've seen you on the ship.
Different circumstances, Mr. Clark. Best of luck. I was once a gentleman. I thought you was her. No way. You're doing a play, I know. Drury Lane. Mr. Garrick, the lovely Peg Woffington.
You say you're a gentleman, Tidway.
Top of my profession, Mr. Clark. Born and bred in Bermondsey. Do you know London, sir? Don't you miss it? In these, my darkest hours, I remember my happy days in a great city. London Bridge at dawn, hand on cold iron through luck, down Cheapside with the market traders, never refuse an spike. Into St. Paul's Church, I do love the church, and begin work in Wall Street. There, I've spotted her. Rich, plump, not the best class, stands in front of the shop. Plucking up courage, I pluck up. Time for coffee, until 5 o'clock, and the pinnacle. The glory of the day. Drury Lane. The coaches, the actors scuttling, the gentlemen watching, the ladies tippering, the clothes, the perfumes, the handkerchiefs. Here, Mr. Clark, you see the skill. Mr. Clark, I beg you, I entreat you, to let me perform upon your stage, to let me feel once again the thrill of a play about to begin. Ladies, I'll await your word of command, Mr. Clark. I shall be in the wings.
You want to see Mary Brennan, Lieutenant? Here she is.
The governor has asked me to put on a play. You know what play is?
I've seen lots of plays, Lieutenant. So's Mary.
Have you, Brennan?
Yes.
Do you remember which plays you've seen?
I can't remember what they were called, but I always knew they were going to end badly. I mean, right from the beginning. How does this play end, Lieutenant?
It ends happily. It's called The Recruiting Officer.
Oh, well, Mary wants to be your play, Lieutenant, and so do I.
Do you think you have the talent for acting, Brennan?
Of course she does, and so do I. I want to play Mary's friend.
Do you know The Recruiting Officer, Bryant?
No, but in all those plays, there's always a friend. That's because a girl has to talk to someone, so she talks to her friend. So I'll be Mary's friend.
Sylvia, that's the part I would try Brennan for. She has a friend, she has a cousin. But, well, they don't like each other.
Oh, well, Mary doesn't always like me.
Reverend Johnson tells me you can read and write.
She went to school until she was 10. She used to read to us on the ship. We loved it. What was the sleep?
Should we try reading something for you? I meant out loud as you did on the ship. I'll help. I'll read just as far as that's your father.
Doesn't she have a sweetheart?
Yes, but this is the scene with my father.
What's the name of her lover?
Captain Plume.
Captain Mary.
I heard him.
Whilst there is life, there is hope, sir.
I like this play, Lieutenant.
Shh. She hasn't finished it. It's good. That's what I get her.
Whilst there is life, there is hope, sir. Perhaps my brother may recover.
Excellent, Brennan. Very good. read a little louder. Now I'll read. We have but little reason to expect it. Horror and the decree is just. I was punished with blessed with the death of my father, for he left me an estate, but now I'm punished with the death of an heir to inherit mine. They don't really mean it. It's comedy. It's supposed to make people laugh. The death of your brother makes you sole heirs to my estate, which, as you know, is £1,200 a year.
£1,200 a year? This must be a comedy.
You're very well done. Would you also be able to copy the play? We only have 2 copies.
Of course she will. So, where do I come in, Lieutenant? The cousin.
Can you read, Ryan?
Not those marks in the books, but I can read other things. I can read dreams very well, Lieutenant. Very well.
I don't think you're right, Fernando. I'm thinking of someone else. And, well, if you can't read...
Mary will read me my lines.
There's Rose.
Rose? I like the name. I'll be Rose. Who's she?
She's a country girl.
I grew up in Devon. I'm perfect for Rose. What does she do?
Well, it's complicated. She sleeps with Sylvia, who's pretending to be a man. Well, she sleeps with her, Rose, with Sylvia too, with Rose, but nothing happens.
It doesn't?
Well, because Sylvia is pretending to be a man, but of course she can't...
Play the fluke. I am perfect for Rose. Thank you.
Brian, I'm not certain. I don't think you're the right... Brian, I'm not certain I want you to play.
Yes, you do, Lieutenant. Mary will read me my lines, and I will read you your dreams.
Ha! Here's the cousin. Melinda, Sylvia's cousin.
You can't have her in the play, Lieutenant.
Why not?
Because you don't have to be able to tell the future to know that Liz Morden is going to be hanged. I hear you want me in your play, Lieutenant, is that it? I'll look at it and let you know.
frittering play.
Yes, here.
To celebrate the King's birthday on June the 4th.
If a frigating ship doesn't appear soon, we'll all be struck by strickling starvation. And you, a play.
Not putting on the play won't bring us a supply ship, Robbie.
And you say you want those contumelious convicts to act in the play. The convicts.
Yeah, discipline's bad. Very bad.
The play has several parts for women. We have no other women here.
Your wife accepted, Reverend.
My wife abhors anything of that nature. After all, actresses are not famed for their morals.
Neither are the women convicts.
How can they be? But some of our officers set them up as mistresses.
Filthy, thieving, lying whores. And we have to watch them flog their flitty wares on stage?
No one will be forced to watch them.
I believe there's a partial lunar eclipse that night. I shall have to watch that.
Have you looked at the constellations?
Constellations? Plays. This is a convict colony. The prisoners are here to get punished. And we're here to make sure they get punished. Constellations. Jimmy?
Yes, yes, war. War, service. Yes, His Majesty.
We are indeed here to supervise the convicts who are already being punished by their non-exile. Surely they can also be reformed.
We're talking about criminals, often hardened criminals. They have habits of vice and crime. Many criminals seem to have been born this way.
Surely you believe man can be redeemed, Reverend?
By the grace of God, and a belief in the true church, yes. But Christ never proposed putting on plays as disciples. However, he didn't forbid it. It must depend on the play.
I did propose treating sinners, especially women who have sinned with compassion. Most of the women convicts have committed small crimes, a tiny theft.
We know about your compassion, not to say passion for the women convicts, George.
A crime is a crime. It's like the savages out here. A savage is a savage because he behaves in a savage manner. To expect anything else is foolish. They can't even build a proper canoe.
They can be educated.
Actually, they seem happy enough as they are. They don't want to build canoes or houses, nor do they suffer from greed and ambition.
Unlike some.
Which can't be said of our convicts. But really, I don't see what this has to do with a play. It is a most passable diversion. A
But it could change the nature of our little society.
Second Lieutenant Clark, change society.
William! My dear Ralph, a bunch of convicts making fools of themselves, mouthing words written no doubt by some London ass, will hardly change our society.
George Farquhar was not an ass, and he was from Ireland.
An Irishman. I have to sit there and listen to an Irishman.
Play doesn't probably a Catholic doctrine, does it, Ralph?
He was also an officer.
Calling for promotion.
The play is called The Recruiting Officer.
I saw it in London, I believe. Yes, very funny. Sergeant Kite. The devious ways he used to serve his captain.
Sure.
William, if you cannot contribute anything useful to the discussion, keep quiet.
What's the plot, Ralph?
It's about this recruiting officer and his friend. They fall in love with these two young ladies from Shrewsbury. And after some difficulties, they marry them.
Sounds as holy matrimony.
Yes, yes it does.
Don't do any harm. I'm having some trouble getting the convicts to marry into this sort of cohabitation they're so used to.
Some of these men will have finished their sentence in a few years and become members of society again, and help create a new society in this colony. Should we not encourage them now to think in a free and responsible manner?
I don't see how a comedy about two lovers will do that, Ralph.
The theatre is an expression of civilization. We belong to a great country which has spawned great playwrights, Shakespeare, Marlowe, Johnson, and even in our time, Sheridan. The convicts will be speaking a refined, literate language and expressing sentiments of a delicacy they are not used to. It will remind them that there is more to life than crime and punishment.
Mapping the stars gives me more enjoyment personally.
I just don't think it's a good idea having the convicts laugh at officers after.
Exactly, insubordination, no discipline.
You say you want those vice-ridden vermin to enjoy
They
themselves.
would only laugh at Sergeant Kite.
Captain Plume is the most attractive and noble.
I'm not loose, is he, Ralph? He does get married before, and for the right reasons.
He marries for love and secure wealth.
That's all right.
Now, as simply said, we want to build a civilization. There are more important things than a play. We want to teach the convicts something. Teach them how to work, not just sit around laughing at a comedy.
In my own small way, in just a few hours, I've seen something change. I asked some of these convict women to read me some lines. These women, who often behave no better than animals. And as one or two read, not all of them, but as one or two read those well-balanced lines of Mr. Farquhar, they seemed to acquire dignity. They seemed to lose some of their corruption. There was one, Mary Brennan. She read to herself so well that perhaps this play will stop her selling herself to the first marine who wants her bread.
She will sell herself. That's the way the
Ooh, Jim is
I speak about her, but in a small way this could affect all the convicts and even ourselves. We could think of ourselves in the theatre in London, with our wives and children. That is, we could transcend the darker, transcend the brutality, and remember our better nature, and remember England.
Where did the wee lieutenant learn to speak?
Must have had one of these dreams.
You're making claims that cannot be substantiated, Ralph. It's a waste, an unnecessary waste.
Since we have agreed it can do no harm, since it might possibly do some good, and since the only person violently opposed is Major Ross, for reasons he has not made quite clear, I suggest we allow Ralph to rehearse his play. Does anyone disagree?
Aye.
We have taken your disagreement into account, Robbie. Thank you, Captain Dow. Dawes, do come back to Earth and honour us with your attention for a moment.
What? No? Why not? As long as I don't have to watch it.
Johnston?
What?
Faddy?
Against it.
Tench?
Waste of time.
The Reverend, our moral guide, has no objection.
Of course I haven't read it.
Dave, this is not an objective summing up. This is just typical of your high-handed manner.
I don't think you're one to accuse others of a high-handed manner, okay?
Gentlemen, please.
Your Excellency, I believe, is for the plan, and I myself am convinced it'll prove a most interesting experiment. So, let us conclude with best wishes to Ralph for a successful production.
I will not accept this. I know this play. This play, order will become disorder. The theatre leads to a threatening theory. And you, Governor, you have His Majesty's commission to build castles, raise armies, and administer a military colony, not defend Anglo Bell with a lewdly play. I'm going to write to the Admiralty about this.
You're out of turn, Robbie.
Yeah, there's a confusion.
Why is Robbie so upset? So much fuss over a play.
Major Ross will never forgive you, Ralph.
I've summed up the feelings of the assembled company, Arthur. The last word must be yours.
The last word will be the play, gentlemen.
Dogs Bay. Lagtown. Duckling Bay. The courthouse was impressive. All in brick. And there's Lieutenant Dawson's observatory. Why didn't you look, Duckling? She's not funny from here. Did you know that the eucalyptus tree can't be found anywhere else in the world? Captain Collins told me that. Isn't that interesting? I thought you'd enjoy going to Strauss Island. Or remind you Rome on the 10th. Look how blue the water is, Duckling. Say something, Duckling!
If I was rowing on the Thames, I'd be free.
This is a Newgate, Duckling.
Well, I wish it was.
Duckling.
At least the jailer of Newgate left you alone. You could speak to people.
Anything talk to the women?
Esther Abrahams. Mary Brennan.
They're good women.
I don't have anything to say to those women, Harry. My friends are in the women's camp.
Women are from the women's camp. It's the Marines who come looking for button. I know you, Duckling. Who that island? A soldier? Another Marine? A corporal? Who, Duckling? Who? You found someone already, haven't you? Where you go? On the beach? In my tent like a Handy Baker? Where under the trees?
You know I hate trees. Don't be so filthy.
Filth? You're filthy, you filthy whore! I'm sorry. Please, don't be angry. I'll do anything for you. You know that. What do you want, Duckling?
I don't want to be watched all the time. I wake up in the middle of the night and you're there watching me. What do you think I'm going to do in my sleep, Harry? Watching, watching, watching. Just stop watching me.
Let's leave me. Alright? Go and live with the woman's camp. Sell yourself to a convict for this. Leave if you want to. You're filthy, filthy, opiate next to Buzzarine!
Why are you so angry with Duckling, Harry? Don't you like the way I open my lips like to you? Cross the river the way you like it? Your Duckling doesn't want to leave you, Harry. I need freedom, Harry.
Only if you good behavior.
So why didn't you let them hang me and take my corpse with you? You could have kept that in chains. I wish I was dead. At least when you're dead, you're free.
Do you know Lieutenant Clark play? Do you want to be in it? Anyone is in it too. And his mom. With rehearsal evenings with Lieutenant Clark.
And you can watch over me instead of you.
I'm only trying to make you happy, Duckling. If you don't want to be,
I'll be in a pain. How's Lieutenant Clark going to manage with Liz Ward?
I want you to be in it.
On the ship we used to see who could make Lieutenant Clark blush first. It didn't take long.
Duckling, you wouldn't try anything with Lieutenant Clark, will you?
With that, Molly, no.
You're talking to me again. Will you kiss your hand? I'll come watch the horses.
Are you remembering your lines, Duckling?
What lines?
Oh, no. I was on my way back to Devon. I was remembering going to the Blue Bay.
Dad, you promised Lieutenant Clark you'd remember your line.
I want to go back. I want to see a wall of stone. I want to hear the Atlantic breaking into the estuary. I could bring a boat into any harbour in any weather. I could do it as well as the governor.
Daddy, what about your line?
I'm not spending the rest of my life in this flat, brittle, burnt-out country. Give me some English rain.
Rain's here.
It's not the same. I could recognise English rain anywhere. And Devon rain, maybe Devon rain is just soft as a breeze. Soft as your breast. As soft as Lieutenant Clark's dimpled cheek.
So,
You're wasting your time, girl. He's rightfully plucking. You can always tell with men, they always begin to walk sideways. And if you don't
start. I've listened to you once before.
what would you have done about that lanky sailor? Give me less of a whore?
Listen, my darling, you're only a virgin once, and you can't go to a man and say, oh, I'm a virgin except for this one lover I had. After that, it doesn't matter how many men go through you.
Never wash the sin away.
If God didn't want women to be whores, then he shouldn't have created men who will pay for their bodies.
If you don't agree to it, then you're not a whore. You're a martyr.
You have to be a virgin to be a martyr. And Mary, you didn't come on a ship a virgin. A-H, I love thee to the heart, tattooed way up there.
Yeah, that was different. I was love.
The second difficulty about being a martyr is you have to be dead to qualify. Well, you didn't die. Thanks to me, you had 3 pounds of beef instead of 2, and 3 extra ounces of cheese,
Which you were happy to eat.
we women have to look after each other. Come on, let's learn life.
You sold me that first day so you and your husband could eat.
Do you want me to learn the lines or not?
And how can I pay Sylvia? She's bold and strong. She couldn't have done what I've done.
She didn't spend 8 months and 1 week on a convict ship. Anyway, you can pretend to be her.
No, I have to be her.
Why?
Because that's acting.
Well, I'm not being Rose. She's an idiot.
It's not such a big part. It doesn't matter so much.
Well, you didn't tell me that before.
Well, I haven't read it carefully. Let's do the first scene between Sylvia and Rose. I've wrestled Britain differently, and I believe my bedfellow was a little pleased. Poor Rose. Here she comes.
I could have done something for Rose. I should play
You can't do the play without me. I'm in it. Where's the lieutenant?
She's teaching me some lines. So why are you teaching me the
Well,
lines?
we're not doing your scenes.
Well, do them. You can read. You can read your own line.
I don't want to learn them on my own. I'm waiting.
What are you waiting for this morning? A blind man to buy your
Wait.
wares?
We'll do the first scene. You, Sylvia, and Melinda.
Yeah, the first one.
You start. Welcome to town, Cousin Sylvia.
Welcome to town, Cousin Sylvia.
Go on. I envy you.
I envied you. You read it first.
Why?
Because I want to hear how you do it.
Why?
Because then I can do it different.
I envied you. You're retreating the country to Shrewsbury.
Why don't you read it? You can't read.
What? I'll teach you the lines. I'll teach you the lines.
Is that it? You're her friend now. Mary, the holy, innocent, thieving bitch. Good morning, ladies.
I don't know why I like that word. It's a throat.
Oh, I wouldn't talk of throats if I was you, Mr. Hangman, Ketch Freeman,
Crap merchant.
cracking coal, switcher.
Roper. I was just asking like friendly like.
Stick to your ropes, my little caller. Don't bother the actresses.
Actresses. Then when I play.
Better than dancing the Paddington frisk as your arms, noser.
I'm more than you will live if you're not careful.
I take a leap in the dark sooner than turn off my own kind. Now take your whirligigs outside, we have lines to learn.
Don't hang too many people, Ketch. We're going to need an audience.
Welcome to town, Cousin Sylvia. It says you salute.
Welcome to town, Cousin Sylvia.
Darling, tender wife, I'm waiting till midnight, the Sabbath, that I might kiss your image as usual. The patrol's got 3 seamen and a boy in the women's camp. And let thy fountain be blessed with the wife of thy youth. Oh, the scene of whoredoms going on in the women's camp. Very hot this night. Almost midnight, my bed. The Lord's Day. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart, who caught him and kissed him with an impudent face. Who caught him and kissed him with an impudent face.
outside.
What do you want?
Don't mind me, sir. I'll wait quietly.
Why aren't you in the camp at this hour?
I should be. God forgive me. I should be. But I'm not. I'm here. I need to have a word with you, sir.
Go back to the camp. I'll see you in the morning, Ketch.
Don't call me by that name, sir. Please. That's what I came to talk to you about.
I was about to go to bed.
I understand, sir. I won't take up much of your time. I'll be brief.
Well, go on then.
I'm coming to that, sir.
Hurry up.
I'm speaking as fast as I can, sir. If it wasn't for my mother who brought us to London, God rest her soul, and breathe pity to the hard-hearted women. If I hadn't been here in 1785, I wouldn't have become a whole co-heaver and walked to New Shadwell Dock in 1785, May the 23rd. But I wasn't here to say that who got killed. We were refusing to do the unloading because the pain us so badly, sir. But the sailor should have done our unloading. That was wrong of the sailor. But I didn't kill him. Maybe one or two blows to the good in front of the lads, but I didn't kill him. They caught 5 at random, sir. I was involved in 5. And they found it cordial, but I had it just to look good, that's all. And when they said give the names or be hung, what was I to do, sir? What would you have done?
I wouldn't have been in that situation, Freeman.
To be sure, sir, to be sure, but I didn't say nothing that wasn't true.
Freeman, I'm going to bed now.
I'll be brief, sir. But what happened to me again here, sir? I had hopes of making new friends. I'm so friendly, you see. I go along with the ones that get caught. But when they say hang or be hung, what am I to do? Somebody has to do it, sir, and I always try to do it well. But the women, they're so merciless, sir. Not like you and me. I heard them talking about a play. Some players came into our village once, and they were loved like the angels, Lieutenant. Lieutenant, I want to be an actor.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, ladies now. Wait till I tell my husband I've become a lady.
It's with pleasure that I welcome you.
Our pleasure, Mr. Clark, our pleasure.
We have many days of hard work ahead of us.
Work! I am not working. I thought we were acting.
Now, let me introduce the company.
We've met before, Lieutenant.
It's a theatrical custom. The company is formally introduced to each other. Mrs. Bryant.
Mrs. Bryant. Who's Mrs. Bryant?
It's a theatrical form of address. You may call me Mr. Silver.
If I may proceed,
Should interrupt the director. So we are hangman.
the ladies first. Mary Brennan, who is to play Sylvia. Liz Morden, who is to play Melinda. Duckling Smith, who is to play Lucy, Melinda's maid.
I am not playing Liz Morden's mate.
Why not?
I live with an officer and he wouldn't like it.
Just because she lives chained up in that old top.
Don't you dare talk with my
You're
hand.
not playing Morden's maid, Smith, you're playing Melinda's. And Debbie Bryant, who is to play Rose, a country girl.
From Devon.
Screwjaws.
So, bitch.
That's the ladies. Now, Captain Plume is to be played by Henry Cable. That's odd. I saw him an hour ago and he said he was going to your hut to learn some lines, Weston. Sergeant Kite is to be played by John Armstrong, who did send a message to say he would be an hour late.
An hour. You won't see him in an hour.
Mr. Worthing will be played by Mr. Sidaway.
I'm here.
Justice Balance by Jenny Freeman. And John Weishammer is to play Captain Brazen. The rest of the parts is still to be cast. Now, we can't do the first scene until John Armstrong.
There won't be a first scene.
Right, please be quiet. So, Act 1, Scene 2. Weishammer, you can play Plume. No. I'll read Plume myself. So, Act 1, Scene 2, Mr. Worthing, Captain Plume.
That's me. I saw him up.
The rest of you can watch and wait for your scenes. Shall we begin by reading it?
No need, Mr. Clark. I know it.
I'm afraid I shall have to read Plume.
Oh, I know that part too. Would you like me to do both?
I think it'd be better if I do. Shall we begin? I'll read Plume's line. None at present. 'Tis indeed the picture of worthy, but life's departed. Where? So, Where's he gone?
I'm preparing my entrance, Mr. Clark. Won't be a minute. Could you read the line again slowly?
'Tis indeed the picture of Worthy, but the light's departed. What? Arms across, Worthy?
Ah, yes, arms across. I forgot. I shall have to do it again. Could you read the line again louder, please?
What? Arms across, Worthy?
My wiper! Someone's buzzed at my wiper. There's a white draw in this crew, Mr. Clark.
What's the matter?
There's a pig in this company.
Talk of the popcorn and kettle black.
My handkerchief. Who prigged my handkerchief?
I'm sure turn-ups it away. Let's carry on.
I can't do my entrance without my handkerchief. I've been practicing it all night. If I can get my mittens on the wrong side.
There it is! Now, let's assume Worthy has already entered the way. I read the line, what arms across Worthy? Methinks you should hold them open when a friend is so near. I must expel this melancholy spirit. What are you doing down there, Sitaway?
I'm being melancholy. I saw Mr. Garrick being melancholy, and this is what he did. Hamlet, it was. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt. Oh, that this too
This is a comedy.
solid flesh.
It's perhaps a little lighter. Try to simply stand and look melancholy. Now, on with the line. They won't hear Captain William's lines if your sobs are so loud, Sitaway.
I'm still establishing my melancholy.
A comedy needs to move quite fast. In fact, I think we'll cut that line and move straight to Worthy waiting clue.
I like the word melancholy.
A greeting. Yes. A greeting looks like this.
Plume!
Now change to say the next words. My dear Captain. That's affection, isn't it, if I put my hands on my heart like this? Now. Welcome! Not sure how to do welcome.
Think if you just say the line.
Quite. Now I'll put it all together.
Plume!
My dear Captain, welcome. Safe and sound returned.
It's a very good attempt, Sitaway. It's very theatrical, but you could perhaps be more natural.
Natural? On the stage? But Mr. Clark!
People must believe him. Garrick, after all, was renowned for his naturalness.
Of course. Natural. Quite. You're the director, Mr. Clark?
Now I'll read the line, I escaped safe from Germany. Should we say America? We'll make it more
Don't
contemporary.
change words to playwright.
Well, Caesar! We're rehearsing, would you?
I see it well, Monsieur Lieutenant. I see it as a piece of theater. Because, you know, I've seen many pieces of theater. I lived on my yes, so I decided to be a play.
There's no part.
This was a part for Caesar,
All
eh?
the parts have been taken.
I'll be a servant.
Farquhar hasn't written a servant for Worthy.
He can take my part. I want to play something else.
Ah, yes. Oh, Stanley, I'll be a servant.
There are no lines for it, Caesar.
I'm speaking French. And that makes him a high gentleman if he has a French-speaking servant, huh? And that should be good. Now, because the lady, the servant, you know, very chic.
I'll think about it. Actually, I'd like to rehearse the ladies now. Freeman, would you go and check on Archibald, please? See the way we'll come back to that scene another time. It's very good. A little, it's very good. It's very good. Let's rehearse the scene between Sylvia and Melinda, Ward and Brennan. If you come here, stand facing each other. Now the scene is set in Melinda's apartments. Sylvia's already there, so if you stand there, Brennan.
Welcome to town, cousin Sylvia. Every year your first trip from the country of Shrewsbury. Methinks all you had to try is the most irregular place of living.
Warden.
Wait, I haven't finished yet. Here we have smoke, noise, standard affectation, and protection. In short, to give everything in the speed and nothing to our verses, and the air is tolerable.
Warden, you know the lines very well.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
But you might want to try to act them. Let's look at the scene. You're a rich lady. Try to stand like a rich lady. Try to look at Sylvia with a certain assurance.
Assurance.
Like this. You've seen rich ladies, haven't you? How did they behave?
They screamed.
I meant before you robbed them.
I don't know, I was watching their houses.
Have you ever seen a rich lady in her own house?
I used to climb into the big houses when I was a girl and just stand there. Didn't take it a bit. Just stood like this.
Well, if that was your own house, you'd think it was normal to look like that.
It's not normal. It's not normal when others have nothing.
When acting, you have to imagine things. You have to imagine you're somewhat different. So now, imagine a rich lady and pretend you're her. What are you doing?
If I was rich, I'd eat myself sick. Ah, me too. Potato.
Roast beef and Yorkshire pudding.
That's a pound. 4 fried eggs, 6 fried eggs, 8 fried eggs.
Eels, oysters.
Can we get on with the scene, please? Brendan, it's your turn.
Oh, madam, I've heard the town commended for its air.
But you don't consider, Sylvia, how long I've lived in it.
So, very good. I believe you looked at her, but she didn't look at me. Didn't she? She will now.
For I can assure you that to a lady that needs nice no constitution, no air can be good above half a year change of air. I take to be the most agreeable of any variety of life.
Prithee, my dear Belinda, don't put on such an air.
Excellent, Brendan. You could be a little more sharp on the don't.
Don't. Your education and mine are both the same.
Good, Morgan.
Our education, cousin, was the same, but our temperaments have nothing alike.
Gordon, you didn't need to be quite so angry with her. Now, go on, Brendan.
I haven't finished my speech.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Morgan. Please excuse me.
No. No, I don't have to.
Please do.
You have the constitution of a horse.
That's a little better, Morgan, but you must always remember you're a lady. Now, what can we do to help you? Lucy.
That's you, duckling.
See that little piece of wood over there? Take that to Melinda. That'll be your plan.
I'm not fetching up for this.
Why not? She's not Gordon. She's Melinda, your mistress. You're her servant, Lucy. Now, take her that fan.
Here.
Thank you, Lucy. I do much appreciate your effort.
No, you ignored your head.
Don't add any words to the play.
Now, Lucy, stand behind Gordon.
What do I say?
Nothing.
Well, how will they know I'm here? Why does she got all the land? Why can't I have some clothes?
Brendan, it's your speech.
As far as we travel, please.
Major Ross, Captain Campbell, I'm rehearsing.
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 Lieutenant Clark is rehearsing. Lieutenant Clark asked us to give the prisoners 2 hours so that he could rehearse. What has he done with them, huh? What?
Yeah, other things, eh?
Where are the prisoners? Cable and Arscott, Lieutenant.
They appear to be late.
While you were rehearsing, Arscott and Cable slipped into the woods with 3 others. So 5 men have now run away, and it's all because of your damn play and your so-called thespis. Not only have your thespis run away, you've stolen food from the stores. And that's what your play has done.
Major, I don't
I
see
said
the
it
play.
from the beginning. The play will bring down calamity on this colony.
Major, I can't agree with you there.
Listen to me, my lad. You're a second lieutenant. You do not agree or disagree with Major Ross.
No discipline.
Caesar! He started going with them, then came back.
That's all right. He's not in the play.
C'est Yamama Sauvant.
John Weishammer.
I had nothing to do with it.
Wait, you're Jewish, aren't you? Oh, you are guilty. Gable was last seen near Weishammer's hut. And Liz Morton. She was observed near the colony stores late last night in the company of Cable, who was supposed to be repairing the door. Liz Morton, you will be tried for stealing from the stores. Do you know what the punishment is? Death by hanging. Now, you may continue to rehearse, Lieutenant.
What's that? Yeah, the recruiting officer. Yeah, it's a good title. Yeah. What a play. A play.
Yeah. Council, yeah. David, remind me to start the recording again when... There we go. Where are we going? David Smith?
No. You there?
Was he here?
Yeah. So he's sitting right next to us.
I like work. My father used to clear that old house of the dead to sell the old clothes to the poorhouse by the Thames. I found a dictionary, Johnson's dictionary. As big as a Bible. Went from A to L. Started with the A's. Abecedarian. Someone uses the alphabet or rudiments of literature. Abject. Now without hope.
What does indulgent mean?
How's it used?
You have been so careful, so indulgent to me.
It means ready to overlook faults. You have to be careful of those that start with in. They can turn everything upside down. Injustice. Most of the words taken up by the word just, the in twists it inside out and makes it the ugliest word in the English language.
Why, Summer, how did you get here?
Betrayal. Barbarous falsehood. Intimidation. Injustice.
Speak in English, my son.
I'm innocent. I didn't do it and I keep saying I didn't.
It doesn't matter what you say. If they say you're a thief, you're a thief.
I'm not a thief. I'm innocent, okay, and I'll keep saying I didn't do it. I can't let you think that way. I'm sorry. 7 years. Then I go back.
What do you want to go back to England for? You're not English.
I was born in England, I'm English. What do I have to do to make people believe
You have
I'm
to
English?
think English. I hate England, but I think English. And him, Arsenal. He hasn't said anything since they brought him in, but he's thinking English, I can tell.
I don't want to think English. I think English I will die. I want to go and visit Madagascar. Go back to Madagascar and join my ancestors.
It doesn't matter where you die when you're dead.
If I die here, I have no spirit. I want to go home. I'm scared.
There's no escape.
This time I lost my courage, but next time my ancestors will escape.
There's no escape!
See? That's English.
My ancestors are not the way.
There's no escape. I tell you, you go out in circles out there, and that's all you do. You walk, you don't reach China. You come back on your steps if the savages don't get you first. Even a compass doesn't work in this foreign upside-down desert. You can read. What does it say? Why didn't it work?
This is north.
Why didn't it work then? It was supposed to take us north of China. Why did I end up going in circles?
This is not a compass.
I gave my only shilling to a sailor for it. He said it was a compass.
It's a piece of paper with naught written on it. He lied. He deceived you. He betrayed you. He betrayed you.
Madam, gentlemen, fellow players, we have come to visit, to commiserate, to offer our humble service.
Get out.
Listen, come to rehearse the play.
Where's the play?
The lieutenant has gone to speak to the governor. Harry said we can come and see you. The lieutenant has asked me to stand in his place so we don't waste time.
How can I be Captain Brazen in chains?
It's the theatre, we'll believe you.
This kite can...
Madam, I have brought to your family.
I hear you want to stop the play, Lieutenant.
Half of my cast is in chains, sir.
That is a difficulty, but it can be overcome. Is that your only reason, Lieutenant?
So many people seem against it, sir.
Are you afraid?
No, sir, but I do not wish to displease my fellow officers.
If you break conventions, this is inevitable. You make enemies, Lieutenant. This play irritates them.
Yes, and I...
Socrates irritated the state of Athens and was put to death for it.
Sir,
Would we have a world without Socrates?
sir, John Arscott.
He has been given 200 lashes for trying to escape. It will take time for him to see himself as a human being again.
Liz Morden.
Liz Morden. I had a reason for asking you to cast her as Melinda. Morden is one of the most difficult women in the colony.
She is indeed, son.
Lower than a slave, full of self-loathing, foul-mouthed, desperate.
Exactly, sir. And violent.
Quite. To be made an example of.
By hanging?
No, Lieutenant, by redemption.
The Reverend says he's given up on her, sir.
The Reverend and ass, Lieutenant. I'm speaking of redeeming her humanity.
I'm afraid there might not be much there, sir.
How do we know what humanity lies hidden under the rags and filth of a mangled life? Try a little kindness, Lieutenant.
But will she be hanged, sir?
I do not want a woman to be hanged, Lieutenant.
So,
Harry is not well. Can you do something? Good luck with the play, Lieutenant. Oh, and Ralph. A
Sir.
play is a world within itself. A tiny colony, we can almost say. And you are in charge of it. That is a great responsibility.
I will lay down my life if I have to, sir.
I don't think it will come to that, Lieutenant. You need only to do your best.
Yes, sir. I will, sir. It's a wonderful play. I was assured.
Excellent.
She's on the beach, Harry, waiting for a young honey baker. Just go away, honey, just go away! The dead never go away, Harry. He thought you would be the last one to glass of people doing the right wrong. But no one knows what was him. How you went. I didn't want to kill you. You wanted me dead. I didn't! You wanted me hanged! What? I wanted you hanged! Now go away! That's all, Mr. Brewer. It's done. It's done. Thomas back. You were hanged because you stole from the stores. I was only 17. Then you should have stolen that food. I want you to live. Go back to me. I don't need this food before. I ain't done it much. Not like you. Then you should have stolen. Did you ever steal it? No. Yes, but that was different. Duckling! Why should you be alive after what you've done? Duckling! Duckling! Ah!
What's the matter, Harry?
I see them.
Who?
All of them. The dead. Help me.
I heard your screams from the beach. You're having another bad dream.
No, I see them. Let me come inside you.
Now,
Please.
will it help you forget your nightmares?
Yes. Wait. What were you doing on the beach? You were with him. He told me. You were with Handy Baker.
Some dreams lose their way and wander over the earth, lost. But this is a dream that no one wants to stay. How can we befriend this crowded, hungry, and disturbed dream?
Now listen carefully. I'm prepared to take your advice when it makes sense, but this does not.
Wait, you're being
It doesn't
stupid.
bother at all.
I'm the director, so you've got to listen to
You're
what
the
I say.
director. I know this play better than you do.
Oh, of course you do.
Yes, I do.
Here's some of your countermailing guests, Lieutenant.
Ah, yes, the governor said release the prisoners.
I'm Jane Whiteside, Captain Campbell. She stays in chains. She's being tried tomorrow. We don't want her sloping up.
Major, I can't rehearse with one of my players in chains.
Yes, it's difficult, eh?
We'll tell the governor you don't need her and take her back to the prison.
No, we shall manage. Sit away. Go over the scene with Melinda that you rehearsed in prison.
I mean, that's in too, Lieutenant.
No, you're not.
Yes, he is. He's my servant.
Where's Archibald? Oh, we haven't finished with Archibald yet. But,
Punishment for escape, and he fainted. 53 lashes left.
but were you ready? Weishammer.
I'll play Clue.
We Lieutenant wants to be in a play too.
we wish to rehearse now.
Major, we wish to rehearse.
No one's stopping you.
Major, rehearsals need to take place in the utmost privacy. Secrecy, you might say. The actors are not yet ready to be seen by the public.
I'm ready to be seen.
Major, there is a certain modesty attached to the process of creation which must be respected.
Modesty. Modesty? Sit away. Come here. Take off your shirt. $100 lashes on the serious for answering an officer. Remember, Sitaway? I have seen the white of this animal's bones. His wretched blood and reedy convict urine have spilled on my boots, and he's feeling modest. Are you feeling modest, Sitaway? Modesty. Right. Come here. On all fours. Now wag your tail, Bryant, and I'll throw you a biscuit. What, you've forgotten? Isn't that how you begged for food on the ship? Wag your tail, Bryant. Bark! Boy. Brenham. Where's your tattoo, Brenham? Show us. No, I can't see it. If you can't manage, I'll help you. I can't see it.
What pleasures I may receive abroad are indeed uncertain, but this I am sure of. I shall meet with less cruelty among the most barbarous nations.
Come, sir, you and I have been jangling a great while. I fancy if we made up our accounts, we should consider come to an agreement.
Sure, madam, you won't dispute your being in my debt. My fears, sighs, vows, jealousies, anxieties, assiduities have run for a whole year without any payment.
Good that. Sighs, vows, promises, anxieties.
Captain Campbell, don't start asking us punishment.
Yeah! Oh, Mr. Worthy, what you owe to me is not to be paid under 7 years' servitude. How did you use me the year before? How did you use me the year before? When taking advantage of my innocence in the same...
Get on with it, Freeman.
I'll have to measure you, Liz. I won't hurt you, not now. If I get the measurement right, I can make it quick. Really quick. She don't want to. I'll come back later.
Hurry up!
I can't measure her. She can't stand up. I've always done my best, Mr. Bro, but I've never hung a woman.
You've hung a boy! You've hung a boy!
And that was a terrible mess, Mr. Brewer. 20 minutes and I'm still never dead. Remember how we danced and everybody laughed? I don't want to repeat something like that again, Mr. Brewer.
Measure, Freeman!
You tell her to stand up, she'll listen to you.
Get out, you bitch! Get up. Now measure her!
I'm not getting this. Maybe he'll change his mind. He might even wait till we done the play. This is wrong, Mr. Brewer, it's wrong.
It's wrong. That is all. There's a food in the economy and she steals it and gives it to Cable to run away.
That's true, Liz. You should have stolen that food. Lieutenant trusted us.
Hard plant. Are you finished?
Yes. Oh, one more. I'll have to lift you, Liz. and a very long rope.
Another victim, please. You can hang yourself. Come on, let's go.
Goodbye, Liz. You were the best for Linda. Nobody will do as good as you.
Mr. Brewer,
Another victim of yours. Another body. Us.
Speak to her, Mr. Brewer, please.
What?
tell the lieutenant I didn't steal the food. Tell him afterwards, I want him to know.
Why didn't you say that before? Why are you lying now?
Tell the lieutenant.
I'm so fine, so alone.
Mr. Brewer?
Stop. There's nothing. Get away! Get away!
Tell the lieutenant.
First fear. And the pain in the back of the neck. Then nothing. Can't see. It's dark. It's dark! Ah!
Ghost in multitude have spilled from the tree. Who are they? A swarm of ancestors comes through the cracks in the sky. But why? If we can satisfy them, we can go back. How can we satisfy them?
For I swear, madam, by the honour of my profession, that whatever dangers I went upon, was to make myself more worthy of your esteem. And if I ever had thoughts of preserving my life, 'twas for the pleasure of dying at your feet.
Well, you may die at my feet or where you will. But you know, sir, there's a certain will and testament to be made before him. I don't understand why Sylvia is asked Bloom to make a will.
It's a proof of his love. He wants to provide for her.
A will is a proof of love.
No, she's using will in another sense. I'm not sure his willingness to marry her. Dying is used in another sense too.
Gives her his will to indicate he's willing to take care of her.
Who is so ambitious to marry Sylvia?
Frankly, Sylvia, I would have trusted you.
When dealing with men, always have a contract.
Love is a contract.
Love is a barter for perishable goods. A man's word for a woman's body.
Davy is right. A man loves a woman, he should marry her.
Sometimes you can't.
Then she should find someone who can.
A woman should look after her own interests. That's all.
Her interest is to love.
A girl will love the first man who knows how to open up her legs. She's called a whore and ends up here. Oh, I can write scenes, Lieutenant. Women with real lives, not these Shrewsbury prudes.
I've written something better. The prologue of this play will make me into the convicts of the war. Helen's fatal charms and so on. Will you have a look at it? You mustn't trust the wrong people now. We can make a new life together here. I would marry you and you'd live in the house with me. You'd let us put you in the bottomless garden in a hut and call you a servant in public. That is his whore. Don't do it then.
Lieutenant, are we gonna rehearse or not? Oscar and I have been waiting for hours.
It seems interesting, likewise. I'll read it more carefully later.
You don't like it?
I do like it. It perhaps needs a little more work. It's not far.
Mary helped with the last two lines. The last two took us days, didn't they, Mary?
Let's rehearse the scene where Sylvia enters as Jack Wilful. Weishammer, you're in the scene. Now, Brennan, remember what I showed you about walking like a gentleman? I've ordered breeches to be made for you. You can practice them tomorrow.
I'll tuck myself. Save ye, gentlemen.
My dear, I'm yours.
It doesn't say Sylvia. It's kissed in the stage direction.
Blue kisses her later, and it's a line about gentlemen kissing the army. I thought Brazen would kiss her immediately.
It's completely wrong.
It's right for the character of Brazen.
No, it's not, Weishammer. I'm the director.
Yes, but I had to play the part. They've been in the scene and both fight for her. Who's playing Clue in our performance?
I will have to, as Cable hasn't come back yet. It's your line, Weishammer.
Will I be given a sword?
I doubt it. Let's move on to Kite's entrance. Arscott has been waiting too long.
Sir, if you please!
And, Arscott, we should give you our last line so you know when to enter. Weishammer.
The fellow dare not fight.
That's when you come in.
Sir, if you please!
What about me? I haven't done anything either. You always rehearse the scenes with Sylvia.
Let's rehearse the scene when Rose comes on with her brother Bullock. It's a better scene for you, Arscott. Do you know it?
Yes.
Good. Weishammer, you'll have to play the part of Bullock.
What, play two parts?
You'll play two parts and show the full range of your acting ability.
Audience will be that discerning.
Their imaginations will be challenged and trained. Will you start the scene, Bray?
I think Recruiting Officer is a silly play, and I want to be in a play that has more interesting people in it.
I love playing Sylvia. She's bold. She breaks rules out and down for her captain, and she's not
I
ashamed.
want to play myself.
I don't want to play myself. When I say kite lines, I forget everything else. I forget the truth that I'm going to have to spend the rest of my natural life in this place. Getting beaten, working like a slave. I can forget that out there, there's trees and burnt grass. Spiders that kill you in 4 hours. Snakes. I don't have to think about what happened to Kate. I don't have to remember the things I've done. When I speak kite lines, I don't hate anymore. I'm kite. I'm in Shrewsbury. I can reach out with a scene lieutenant and stop talking.
Why can't we do a play that shows life as we know it?
Make sure you understand something new. If it teaches you what you already know, you leave it as ignorant as you came in.
Well, why can't we do a play about now?
Doesn't matter when the play is set. It's even set in the past. It's easy to understand the characters of Plume and Brazen and some of the officers we know here.
Let's start the scene, Arsenal.
Look, sir, yonder way. This is the prettiest, cleanest little tip.
Now, Worthy, he's in the scene. Where's Sid away?
He's so upset about Liz, he won't rehearse.
I'm going to speak to the governor, but he must rehearse. The play must happen no matter what. We've been rehearsing for 5 months. Now, let's go on. I don't know, but what's that great country fellow with her?
I can't tell, sir.
I'm not a great country fan.
Act it.
Whitehall.
Buy chickens, young and tender chickens. This is a stupid line, and I'm not saying it.
Bryant, you're playing a pretty country wench who wants to entice the captain. You've got to say the line so that charm blushes.
I don't blush.
Let's do another scene. Arsenal, let's work on your big speeches.
I'll do my first speech anyway, sir. Yes, sir. I understand my business. I will say it, you must know. I was born a gypsy. Bred among the crew till I was 10 years old. There, I learned counting and lying.
That's about me.
I was bought from my mother, Cleopatra, by a certain nobleman with 3 guineas, who, liking my beauty, made me his page.
That's my story. Why do I have to play silly milkmaid? Why can't I play kite?
I can't play a man, Daddy.
Well, you're playing a man, Jack Wolfall.
Yes, but in the play I know I'm a woman. Whereas if you played kite, you'd have to think you were a man.
Well, if Wisehammer can beat me some big country lad, I think I can play a man. And people will use their imagination. And people with no imagination shouldn't go to the theatre.
Bryant! You are muddling everything.
No, I'm making you see things very clearly, Lieutenant. I want to play kite.
You can't play kite. I'm playing kite. You can't steal my part.
You may have to play Melinda.
All she does is marry Sid away. That's not interesting.
I'm on armor lines.
Let's rehearse the scene between Justice, Balance, and Sylvia. Brendan.
Whilst there is life, there is hope, sir.
We have what little to expect here.
I can't. Not with her. Not with Liz. I just can't.
One must transcend personal feelings in the theatre. We're not making much progress today. Let's end this rehearsal.
If you live, I will never again punish you with my silence. If you live, I'll never again turn away from you. If you live, I'll never again imagine another man when you're making love to me. If you live, I won't say I want to leave you. If you live, I'll speak to you. If you live, I'll be tender with you. If you live, I'll be able to look after you. If you live, I'll be wet and open to your touch. If you live, I want to speak to you. If you live, I'll answer all your questions. If you live, I will look after you. If you live, I will love you. If you die, I'll never forgive you. I hate you. No, I love you. How could you do this?
Whom I do despise your list and crime. If I do serve, 'tis purely for love of that wench I mean. And so you only want an opportunity for accomplishing your designs upon her. So you only want an opportunity for accomplishing your designs upon her. And something tells me that if you do discharge me, it will be the greatest punishment you can inflict. You are in this moment to go upon each other's profession. This would be less terrible to me than to stay behind you. And now your hand, this lifts you. And you are my captain.
Your friend? No. Steph. There's something in this fellow that charms me.
The one favour I must beg, this affair will make some noise.
Sylvia. Will you lodge at my quarters in the meantime? You shall have part of my bed. Sylvia. Mary.
Am I doing it right? It's difficult to play around. It's not the walk. The way you hold your head. A man doesn't bow his head and never at an angle. I must face you about lowering my head. Let's try then.
Will you lodge at my quarters in the meantime? You shall have part of my bed. Mary. Will you?
Yes.
I've never seen a body at home before.
You're what?
What's your height? Let me see you.
Let me see you.
Yes.
She refused to defend herself as a trial. This was taken as an admission of guilt, and she was condemned to be hanged. The evidence against her, however, is flimsy.
She was seen with Gable next to the food store.
She was seen by a drunken sailor in the dark. He admitted he was drunk and that he saw her at a distance. She won't speak. She won't say where she is. That is all.
She won't speak because she's guilty.
Silence has many causes, Robbie.
She won't speak, Your Excellency, because of the convict code of honor.
Convict code of honor.
She doesn't want to beg for her life.
But if she won't speak, there's nothing more we can do. She cannot gain truth through silence.
She spoke to Harry Brewer.
But Harry never regained consciousness before he died.
Jenny Freeman was there and told me what she said.
Wasn't this used in the trial?
Freeman's evidence wasn't great hair, and it's this one can confirm what she said.
You can't take the word of a crooked, crawling hangman.
Why won't she speak?
Because she's guilty.
Robbie, we may be about to hang the first woman in this colony. I do not want to hang the first innocent woman.
We must get the truth.
Truth! We have 800 thieves, perjurers, forgers, murderers, rapists, liars, and pointers in this scrub-ridden, dust-driven, thunderbolted cretinous colony. My Marines who are trained to fight are turned into ghouly jailers who are fed less than the prison.
Perhaps we could return to the question of this morning. Captain Campbell. Warden, if you don't speak, we'll have to hang you. If you can defend yourself, His Excellency can overrule the cause, and we would not then risk a miscarriage of justice. But you must speak. Did you steal that food for the escaped prisoner Cable?
Morden, no one will despise you for telling the truth.
That is not so, Lieutenant. Tell the truth and accept the contempt. That is the history of great men. Liz, you may be despised, but you will have shown courage.
That soldier has lied.
There! He's accusing my soldiers of lying. It's that plague. He makes fun of officers. It shows an officer lying and cheating. It shows corrupt justice as well, Clarence.
Good seeing that, yes. Very funny.
And you, Colonel?
What? Meant only. If he be so good at yelling, he shall have enough. He may be of use to us against the French, for he shoots flying. And then there's this constable.
Campbell!
The play seems to be having miraculous effects already. Don't you want to witness, Liz?
Morden, you must speak.
I didn't steal the food.
Were you there when King stole it?
No, I was there before.
But you knew he was going to steal it.
Yeah.
Guilty. She didn't report it.
Failure to inform is not a hangable offence.
Conspiracy.
We may need a refund.
Why wouldn't you say this before?
Because she didn't have time to invent a law.
Major, you are demeaning the process of law.
Why, Liz?
Because it wouldn't have mattered.
Speaking the truth?
Speaking.
You can't take the word of a convict against the word of a soldier.
A soldier who is drunk and uncertain of what he saw.
A soldier is a soldier and has right to respect. You have revolt on your hands, Governor.
I'm sure I will. Let us see the play first. Liz, I hope you're good in your part.
She will be, Your Excellency. I promise that.
Your Excellency, I will endeavour to speak Mr. Farquhar's lines with the elegance and clarity that only I demand.
Look! Oozing pustules on my skin. Heat on my forehead. Perhaps you've been wrong all along. And this isn't a dream too.
But the founders come and see the play as well.
Yeah, they don't come around here dying, smallpox.
Dabby can take the part.
No, I'll do it. I will remember my lines.
Everyone's here. All the officers too. I brought you an orange and Lieutenant Clark's side. They throw around some Harry Brewer's tent.
Why? Who would have wanted that?
Major Ross said that a whore was a whore and I was to go back into the women's camp. They took all of Harry's things. I'll talk to the lieutenant.
Let's go over your lines. And if you forget them, type my footnotes.
We haven't rehearsed the bow. Now, Garrick used to take it like this. You look up to the circle, to the sides, down. Make sure everyone thinks you're looking at them. Get in the line.
I'll be in the middle.
No, ask.
Gabby, you should be next to Mary.
Oh, I won't take part.
It's not the biggest part. Have you noticed?
I don't want to be done.
Let's get this right. If we don't all do the same thing, it'll look a mess. Up to the circle. To the sides. Down.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
No, they'll be shouting bravo. But we're not in the line yet.
I wasn't looking at the bar. I saw Devon. And I was on my way back. And they were shouting, "Bravo, Debbie! Bravo, you've escaped! And you've sailed thousands and thousands of miles. And you've come back to your Devon. Bravo, Debbie. When are you doing this? Tonight? You can't. Well, I'll be in the play to the end. And then if all the everyone coming, you slip away.
Lieutenant will be blamed. I won't let you.
I told the lieutenant I refuse to act in the play.
When I say kite signs, I think of nothing else. Why can't you do the same?
Because it's only for one night. I want to grow old in Devon.
He'll never let us do another play. I'm telling you, Lieutenant.
No, you will not!
Please. I want to grow old in Devon.
I don't know about England now. It's too small and they don't like Jews. Here no one else has more right to call you a foreigner. I'm the first famous writer.
Can't
become a famous writer until you're dead.
You can't be the only one.
I'm going to start a theatre company. Who wants to be in it?
Oh, aren't you play about justice?
Only comedies, my boy. Only comedies.
How about a comedy about unrequited love?
I'll be in the company, Mr. Way.
Great. I'll hold auditions tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Where are my shoes?
Scott, don't forget to address the soldiers when you speak of recruiting. You are talking to them. And don't forget, everybody, to leave space for people to laugh. Kill anyone who laughs. They're not laughing at you, they're laughing at Farquhar's lines. You must expect them to laugh.
It's all right. If I see Major Ross or any of the other officers laughing at me, I'll kill them.
No more violence.
Where's Caesar? Oh, Caesar!
I'm walking on the beach. My father's practicing his life.
When I say do you love fishing, Dad, you say something then.
I'm so sorry, Doug. Harry was my friend.
I did love him, but now he'll never know that. I thought if I told him, he'll just become cool.
Are you sure you don't want Daddy to take your part?
No, I wanted to. He liked to hear me say my rhymes.
He will be watching from somewhere. How beautiful you look.
Parents had a necklace of pearls. And 3 children.
If we have a boy, we'll call him Harry.
Did you have a girl?
She'll be called Betsy Alicia.
Lying on the beach. They're drunk.
I can't. All these people, my ancestors are angry. They don't want me to be laughed at by all these people.
Caesar, you want to be in this play, you will be in this play.
I was nervous too, but you have to overcome it to be an actor.
My ancestors will kill me.
Hey! You're gonna ruin my first scene.
Please, Eternal, save me. I don't want to be disgraced back to by the gas girl. Please.
You will be a disgrace to yourself if you don't come out on stage with me. Now!
Think of ours as what
Caesar, I'm your lieutenant, and I command you to go on that stage. If you don't, you'll be tried and hanged for treason.
And I tied the rope so tight you were dangling your own piss and shit.
What will your ancestors think of that, Caesar? Daddy, have you got your chickens?
my chickens? Yes.
Are you alright?
I was just experienced.
Of your future success? So is everyone else here, I hope. Arscott!
Yes!
Har.
I'm used to danger, sir.
Lieutenant,
Yes, Watson.
there's...
There's this prologue.
The prologue, yes, I forgot. Let me hear it again.
From distant climes away a widespread seas we come, though with not much elect or beat of drum. True patriots, albeit understood, we left our country for our country's good. No private views disgraced our generous zeal. What urged our travels was our country's weal. But none will doubt that our emigration has proved most useful to the British nation.
When Major Ross hears that, he'll have an apoplectic fit.
Chicken is very good. So do I, and true.
It's very well written, but it's too political. It'll be considered provocative.
You don't want me to say it?
Not tonight, Lysander. We have too many people against us.
I'm tone it down like a bit. We left our country for our country's good.
It's the best line.
We worked so hard.
It rhymes.
We'll use it in the Sidaway Theatre.
You'll get much praise as brazen, Lysander.
It's not the same as writing.
The theatre is like a small republic. Private sacrifices must be made for the good of the whole. You all must understand that. And now, my actors, I would like to say what a pleasure it's been to work with you. You're on your own tonight. I want you to try your best to provide our large audience out there with an intelligible, pleasurable, and memorable evening.
We will do our best, Mrs.
I
Bell.
love this.
Arscott,
You take 3 steps ahead of me. If you stumble, you know what will happen later.
you're on.
Move. Oh, Halbert! Halbert! If any gentlemen, soldiers, or others have a mind to serve Her Majesty and pull down the French king, if any apprentices have severe masters, any
children, undutiful parents, any servants too little wage, or husband too much wife. Let them repair to the noble Sergeant Pike at the sign of the Raven in this good town of Shrewsbury, and they shall receive present relief and entertainment.
Allemaal even bedankt. Allemaal got my birthday video I'm making tonight. Yes, I'm cute. Oh, look, I forgot you on Facebook. I've been on Facebook. Of course, I take pictures.
Milo!
Milo! What if I can go backstage without being yelled at? Let me take a risk, Colin.
That was so good.
Well done, Jess. Oh, thank you, babe. Well, better switch this off, because that's everything you just said is recorded.